the next tournaments start. I'm thinking I'll play the hourly Super Blitz or hourly Blitz, both of which start in about 10 minutes. So, maybe I'll warm up with some puzzles. Let me try and raise my puzzle rating. I haven't done like just the traditional puzzles in a while. Maybe I can pass 3,000. I don't think I've had any rating on lichess over 3,000. Yeah, puzzles is probably the easiest rating to get there. So we have an interesting one. En passant is not legal, unfortunately. En passant would be nice. I would attack the king and queen, but not happening. So pawn count, black is down a pawn, but okay, has a strong pawn on f3. King is a bit vulnerable. The first move that comes to mind is queen h6. But then king g1, and how do we make progress? And queen b8 is a candidate move, but it just takes. So I'm thinking we're going to start with queen h6, and then we have to find something to do after king g1. Have I considered doing a draw my life video of my chess journey? I know what you're talking about, but it's not something I've considered. Could be interesting though. Interesting project. Dolphins or Patriots? Probably Dolphins. I would rather swim with Dolphins than Patriots.
Eric, who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
Actually, I'd probably like swimming with patriotic dolphins if those exist. Yeah, let's go Dolphins. I have not been following football though. I assume those are the teams competing. Okay, queen h6, king g1. What are we doing? Queen c1, king h2. Could repeat.
Happy 3 years. Thanks for introducing me to Twitch.
Hey, it's Alekhine. Oh, that's nice to hear. Very nice to hear. Happy 3 years to Lexi. Hope you're doing well. The U.S. Coast Guard employed dolphins? Really? Wow. Okay. Let me focus. Let me try and at least solve one puzzle before these tournaments begin. So queen h6, king g1. I mean, we want to like get the rook to the first rank. So queen h6, king g1, queen h6, king g1, rook d8, threatening rook d1. It's pretty forcing. And then queen takes f3. Do we have anything there? So here, here, here. I think white has to take the pawn. Like what else to do? And then we don't have rook d1, but we'll have queen c1. And then we can get a position like this, this, and then this. But I'm not seeing much. What if we play a different move order? Like here, here, queen c1, king h2. That's very similar though. Like here, then again take. What if we play rook e8? Does that make a difference? Maybe not. Okay, a different idea is coming to mind. Queen e4. Some idea queen e2, which I don't even know if that's a threat. Yeah, probably not worth digging into too much. Yeah, this is a tricky one. Check, rook d8 takes queen c1, king h2, rook d2, king h3. I'm trying to be a bit more imaginative here.
I always forget to use my Prime sub. But happy 12 months.
Oh, thank you, North MB. Appreciate that. Yeah, so queen h6, king here. Rook d8, queen f3. Rook e8's another option, but are we even threatening rook e2? Take there. It doesn't look right. What I might do is start with this, because it's the only reasonable looking move. It would be weird if the puzzle is just to deliver perpetual check. But it seems like black is very close to winning. I guess the other idea is to play queen g4, keep the pawn defended, and then go for this idea, which maybe has some merit. But it seems a little bit slow. Like queen g4 takes rook e8, and then white's already pushing rook e2, white will queen. So we have to do something a little bit more urgently. Oh, I have an idea. What if we just rook lift? Queen h6, king g1. Okay, this is an idea I have not considered yet. Queen c1. Let's assume king h2. And then rook f6. And we just rook lift, bro. Threatening rook h6 checkmate. And the rook defends a pawn. Yeah, like there's g4 there, but then queen f4 looks pretty promising. Okay, I think that's good enough to start with queen h6. And now, I mean, rook d8 was the original idea, but I don't think there's much after queen f3. So I like the prospect of lifting the rook. I guess to play queen c1, we have to be ready for queen f1, which will allow f2. And I mean, that looks pretty good. King g2. Because then the queen will be stuck on f1. It should be winning somehow. Probably queen goes back. And then we'll be threatening. Maybe even we have the same idea of like queen check and then rook f6 to checkmate the king on the h-file. So I'm pretty comfortable going for queen c1. Oh, it's not queen c1. Was it rook d8? What does chat think? Queen h3. Queen h3 takes. Because when white takes, white will be ready to move back. Was it rook f6 immediately? I guess rook f6 immediately has some merit as well. But why not queen c1 first? Some people asking about rook e8. Yeah, I was looking at rook e8. I didn't see what to do after queen takes f3. I think in order to solve this, we need more than just one move. It's not enough to suggest rook e8 or rook d8. Rook f5. Let's see. View solution. Rook e8 is a move. And what happens after takes? Because queen c1, it's very similar. So we have rook e1. Ah, queen d2 is coming. Ah, queen d2 check. I was just blind to. And then the other reason I wasn't sure about this was, what if white takes?
Oliverik, quack.
Then we have queen c1 and rook e2. Because I think rook e2 immediately, it looks close to winning. I saw ideas of getting this line, but wow, white's the one winning here. So rook e8's the only winning move. Yeah, if I saw queen d2, but I would have also needed to see the threat of queen c1 and then rook e2, because rook e2 immediately is not a threat. Okay, I think that was a good puzzle. Very tricky one.
13. Also, quack.
Hello, happy 13, ordinary otter. So I'm curious, why does this not work? Queen f1, really? Okay, so king h2, I was correct. Or no, I was not correct. White has checks. And are we not winning here? Because rook h7. And if we move to g6, then we cut off our own rook. So I think my mistake was just making some assumptions that this is good for black. I didn't see white's counterplay. But even queen f1 too. And I saw this line. Because white's threatening queen c4. So white's actually for choice here. Hey, it's Tagi. What's up, Tagi?
Hello.
Happy 53.
Let's go, hello, chat.
Hello. Okay, if you're just joining, I just attempted one puzzle and failed, but I think I learned something. Learned what to do better in my calculations. That was a tough one. There were a lot of like key moves to see, a lot of variations where I had to go deeper. So, do we do hourly super blitz or hourly blitz? Let's do the one with more players. I did do the hourly blitz a couple days ago. So do 3-minute chess today.
U plus Andras Toth equals Evans Gambit lesson.
Oh, maybe someday. Had a few collabs with Andras way back when. Speaking of Gambit, G3. Okay, so no Stafford Gambit. I think I'll still try and play a Gambit. Like after it takes, I'll play C6. Can I play a Catalan? I guess I could take opening requests. Maybe I'll mix things up too. So we have a reverse Goring Gambit. Queen b6. Queen b6, queen e2, castle. And there's bishop f5 actually, which looks nice. Because this d3 square is kind of a hole. Oh, Hairhaver requesting Mosquito, which I have yet to play. I go in immediately. I guess I do. It's so restrictive to white's development in the center on the queen side. And let's just improve the position. Oh, I just missed a free pawn. Okay, it still looks good though. E4? Maybe H4. Like white's nearly paralyzed. I have not Brooklyned yet. This is my first game. I guess I could have done it this game. It did start with E4. And it already feels like very close to mating. Like, there's a really funny mating idea. Okay, this knight wants to come to e3. How to do this? I just sack a rook. I'm gonna sack a rook. I just want to get my knight here. That's all I want. It looks ridiculous, but bear with me. My knight comes here because now it's a bit easier to attack the king. That move I missed, though. There. Do I go completely bananas? Oh no, my queen. I might end up very much regretting this. But it feels too fun to pass up. I couldn't resist. Now the king is in a small predicament. It can go back or it can go this way. I'm winning the queen back, first of all. What a weird sequence of events. I'm kind of hoping it goes this way. I think I have at least a draw with repetition. Wow. Alright, so where's my mate? Bishop e7. There. That looks like checkmate. So king h5 is forced. And then g6. And now when the king goes here, I play knight g4, queen g4, knight takes g4, checkmate. Oh, but this line isn't mate. But it's really close to mate. Wait, where's my mate? Here, the bishop could kind of come in handy in some lines. There. This looks insane, but I think this might be the best move. The point is I defend the pawn with the bishop. And now I'm threatening force mate with knight g4. White has two different checks, but now I got opposition because white's king is on h6. Oh, but white's stopping it. But I have this move. I could also take the queen. What a fascinating position. Maybe this move. Look at this move. Setting up this mate. Opponent's about to flag. It doesn't end with mate. What a hilarious game, though. I think this sort of play with rook e5 and queen g4, it was worth it. I sacked a rook, I sacked a queen, had some fun. All in some effort to drag the king up the board. Let's actually check the evaluation. So black's completely winning here. But before... Oh, I mismade in 5. King h7. I should have got opposition sooner. Preparing g6, which I guess is unstoppable. But I played g6 and then... Oh, I still have force mates. Hey, e3 is one of the best moves. King h8. Oh, I played perfectly. Yeah, knight e4, black can't stop mate. Or white can't stop mate. And it's so aesthetic, too. Look at this e-file. Although I probably didn't play perfectly according to Stockfish, Rookie 5. But it's not losing, it's just equalizing. It's still a little bit better. That's how good the position was. Yeah, I probably could have played better moves, though. What about Queen G4? Okay, Queen G4 was a pretty terrible move. Wait. Ah, King H2, and then... Yeah, White could have sacked and been okay, apparently. But King H4, and then fun was had. Welcome back, Obese Reese. Happy 3 years. Man, few people celebrating the 3-year anniversary. Okay, so that was only the first game of the tournament. And that game might have to be a standalone YouTube video. Or maybe some kind of YouTube short. Okay, playing glivechess. Just because Axer typos in the chat, I wanted to play Brooklyn, but I guess we'll get like some Alekhine Scandinavian. There's a fun line here. If White plays d4, we can both get new queens, but that's not happening. We'll have a queenless middle game. Pawn is... Yeah, I guess I need to push it. Welcome back to David. Happy 21. Okay. Oh, what to do? Maybe it makes sense to take the knight. Because the structure is pretty bad for White. The only issue is White has a bishop pair and getting the e-file. Yeah, maybe I should have avoided this. Let's play this. Bishop c5, king f8. It might take longer to connect the rooks. The plan is... Let's try this. Yeah, I don't mind trading a pair of bishops. Start by pinning, though.
What type of music do you like? And do you play any instruments?
I like a lot of different types of music. Sometimes it depends on the situation, what type of music I prefer. I don't play any music or any instruments. I've never really had any musical talents, unfortunately. I have this move. Recently, I've been liking like classical piano. It's like good study music. Or just music to listen to when I have to focus for extended periods of time. I also like Harry Mack, a freestyle rapper. We did a collab once. Yeah, the chess pieces are my instruments. Can I take this thing? Probably not. But now, okay, the rook and pawn are attacked. I can take with check. And even if rook d8, I have rook c7 and knight e7. So I'm up, I'm actually only up a pawn. But it should be enough to win. Probably should have started with f5. If I play this, there's this move. Which actually is maybe... I have to move faster. It's maybe okay because I have knight b8. That's kind of scary. It'd be funny if takes to calculate this now. I may have messed up. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, plenty of time now. Okay. Opponent didn't go for the flag. Yeah, that actually got kind of tricky. There's a point where maybe white could have played this move, but I think it's always winning for black. Real quick check with analysis. How to use a Nimzo-Sicilian. What's a Nimzo-Sicilian? Or is that the Nimzo-American Sicilian? Also, yeah, endgame was pretty clean. Time management could have been improved. White was much... Oh, white could have taken on d7. f7's attacked. Okay, I guess I'm fortunate about that one. So, only played 2 games so far. Leader has berserked and won 4 games. Welcome back, Ejaz.
Love from Melbourne, Australia. Whenever you go online, can't connect because of odd time zone. I do follow your YouTube.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Thanks for the content.
Yeah, it's hard to satisfy every time zone, but I do my best. Thank you, Ejaz. Can I comment on the similarities between chess and tennis? Yeah, there's definitely some overlap when it comes to just, I think, refining your skill set. And also, like, targeting your opponent's weaknesses. I think definitely carries across both chess and tennis. I mean, the two are obviously very different, but yeah, also learning from your mistakes and like treating every loss as an opportunity to learn and figure out what you need to do better next time. As tennis is also very strategic. I think the mental and strategic component of tennis is very much overlooked among people who play tennis a lot and maybe don't play chess. But what to do here? Maybe this move? Yeah, this move. I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, when you tilt in tennis, you can destroy the racket. When you tilt in chess, you probably shouldn't destroy the chessboard in pieces. So this is actually working out well because this pawn is a bit weak. And I guess I'm not winning it immediately. Yeah, because this square is weak in my territory. How did you feel about the evolution of chess engines when growing up?
Have you ever read The Inner Game of Tennis? Covers some of that well, Emo.
I have not. There's another book. It was called Winning Ugly by Brad Gilbert, that talked a lot about how to win tennis matches when maybe you don't have the best shots, but you have better strategy and mental toughness. How many draws has my opponent offered me this game? I think there was a draw offered towards the beginning of the game. Yeah, the evolution of chess engines, at least across my childhood, was very gradual. So, I mean, I guess I started using engines somewhat early. Like, maybe as early as 11 or 12 years old. Like, analyze my games. Also remember, like, playing engines on ICC, getting crushed by them. But the engines, like, 15 years ago, like 15 to 20 years ago, were substantially weaker. I remember, like, preparing an opening with, I don't know, Fritz or Stock, like an early version of Stockfish. And there was a position where Stockfish said my side was winning, and I went into it, and then just got a terrible position in the game. And if you look at the same position with today's engines, it'll say that the other side is winning, or at least the other side is much better. Those engines used to be very, very materialistic. Okay, so I'm gradually winning this. Up the exchange for a pawn. We go after the kingside pawns. Oh, I love your resub. Pack Shipman, welcome back. Yeah, so now g6 is impossible to defend. Okay. Gradual progress. Okay. That's 3 wins. I'm still due for a Mosquito Gambit. I don't think I've encountered D4 yet. I have been to Melbourne. I was there back in... Oh dear, am I about to play the Mosquito? Oh, I'm not. Okay. Mosquito is takes and then Queen H4. I guess I could play Queen H4 here. I mean, probably better is just Knight F6. Get the lead in development. And D6. Yeah, so there's a few plans for black as we leave the opening, enter the middle game. Bishop E3. I don't think I mind, like, the trade. Maybe I do. C4 maybe coming. Wondering about B5 here. We might just see B3. Yeah, it's possible B5 was not a great move. Okay, let's try this. I would love it to get a knight to D4, but that's kind of hard to achieve. Yeah, maybe I should take... Interesting. Oh, now knight d4 becomes possible. But this pawn's attacked. So I guess b4. The big difference between the position for white and black, like even though there's some symmetrical pawn structure going on, it's the bishops. Like white has a pretty bad bishop and I have a much better bishop. So I'd like to use that eventually to my advantage. Let's play this. Yeah, so I guess I'll take this way. Maybe do I take here? I mean, f4 is probably coming. Maybe I play this first. Because then if f4, I can take and then this and then take. Oh, thank you, Tagi. Gifting to Astergo. Appreciate that. All right, so we're simplifying a bit. On the right side, this pawn is a bit weak. Isolated e-pawn. But my d-pawn is also kind of weak. I was just wondering about g5. I don't mind the queen trade. Yeah, this takes work. Maybe this move, reposition the bishop to target the pawn. I want to put the rook on e5 too, just blockade the pawn. Yeah, white's gonna be pretty passive now, especially if we see rook e2. The general rule, like when there's bishops of the same color, is to put your pawns on the opposite color. So I'm following that rule. White's not following that rule. Now I can take. But I think the issues for white stemmed from earlier in the game. Okay, now I have to be a little bit careful. So I have this. Yeah, two pawns are too strong. Okay, took work, got the job done. It started as an Englund Gambit, declined. And kind of a long positional game, but when the root of white's problems really stems from early on, of like putting the pawns like this and trading the dark square bishops. So top 20. Wow. The leader is on a rampage. I'm not sure how much I feel like berserking. Berserking is not usually great for the rating. Oh yeah, I could play a Catalan. Okay, let's try. Start with d4. Yeah, okay, we have a Catalan. This is more of like a Bogo, I guess, but can still play in Catalan fashion. I don't know theory here, but knight c3 looks like a natural move, along with queen b3 and get the rook into play. Yeah, so here, what do I want to do? I think bishop f4 is actually a reasonable approach. I've seen a lot of Catalan type positions where white is completely fine having the double f pawns. And then there's an idea to use the g file. Okay, black wants to play c5, so just get off the d file. Yeah, this is a very nice structure to have. Pawns on dark squares, have the light squared bishop. Similar to the previous game, I have the better bishop than the opponent. f5 is probably a move black will regret. Because now there's no way to really effectively kick away the knight. But the game goes on. So I want to use the g file now.
Thanks for being awesome, Eric. Your videos on the extra and main channel help me deal with anxiety. Smile.
Oh, nice to hear. Thank you, Azule. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I make progress here? There's knight d3. I could play this move. Maybe provoke b5 and then move back, and then c6 is a target. I like the queen on g2. It participates in two different batteries. Yeah, I probably should go for h4 soon. I think I'm fine sacking the pawn to get the open h file. If we see c5. I mean, h5. Black's really trying to hold on. I'm down almost a minute. All right, let's go for h5. If pawn takes, it's mate. It's still hard to crack. Like, black has so many defenders on g6. So maybe I'll just shift over to the h file. Wow. Yeah, the knight wants to join the party. Knight g3, knight h5 is the idea. There we go. Not only am I winning the queen, but I think it's force mate. There's a line like here, 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 and then knight takes e8 checkmate. Like the rook combines very well with the knights. Black was very close to surviving there, though. I can pre-move this. Because I'm guaranteed to take the queen with discover check. Was pushing c5 bad for white on move 7 or 8? Generally, yes. Yeah, you don't want to, like if I play c5, then black would trade, and then this pawn's a bit overextended. It makes e5 way more powerful, or sometimes b6. So it's usually a common thing to avoid pushing the c-pawn too far. Welcome to JDEP. Been watching on YouTube for years. First time catching a stream. Nice. Okay. I wonder if it's possible to win the tournament without berserking. Also, let's play another. This is like a. What is this even? Accelerated Catalan? I guess this discourages a Bogo because bishop b4 c3, and then later I play c4. So we have another Catalan, this time against a semi-Slav. Here I'll put the queen. Actually, I'll play b3 first, just to avoid the lines where black takes. And queen c2. So b5. I kind of like the idea of e4 now. If black wants to win a pawn on c4, I'll probably eventually win it back and then have the center. And with c6 being weak, like in the event of take, knight f6, I can then take on c6. Yay. Thank you to Sabarishk. Happy 4. Yeah, so now black can probably get away with knight f6. Oh, so here black wants to play c5. So this is a case where I think c5 is very powerful because it cements the space advantage for white on the queen side. Do I play queen h4? Maybe queen e2. Yeah, now the bishop has a very hard time finding life. Even though black does have the d5 square. Can hopefully play around it. Probably eventually go for knight e5. Maybe some eventual f4, f5. I just blundered. Opponent doesn't see it. So let's reposition the queen. Yeah, that was a careless move. Black is getting a play here. Let's play h4. I'll go for knight g5. Yeah, because the a-file's in black's control. We might even see like this and this and this. It's probably very playable for black. Do you have a favorite opening? For those that caught my stream a few days ago, I invented / discovered a new opening that I think we ended up calling the Mad Cow that led to a central pawn cube most of the games.
I've been subbed longer than most relationships.
Oh wow. Happy 25 months. Do most relationships end before 25 months? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Am I in trouble? Bishop b2? I've really mishandled this. I think I have to play bishop b2. But then bishop a6. Maybe it's playable. Bishop a6, rook a1. Take. It's not pretty. My one hope is that someday I'll play d5, this knight will go away, and I'll checkmate. Queen d8, wow. Can I not defend the pawn? Just like to play this move. Again, it's not pretty. Have to take. I think after all said and done, I'll only be down a pawn. This might be hard to win, though. I'm actually not even... I wasn't threatening to take, but... Okay, we trade a little bit. Thank you, Otter. Thank you, June. 2 first-time Prime subs. Yeah, let's go for this. It's 4 on 2, but it's 1 on 0. So maybe it's something. Rook b1. Be this first. Oh, my pawn. Oops. Oh, no. Someone call an ambulance. Opponent sees through my trickery. Oh, my pawn again. How to do this? There. This move? I wonder if I can get away with this. Feels weird to offer the queen trade. Or the rook trade. Opponent's running mate. Play this. Yeah, maybe I do go for the rook trade. Oh, no. Okay, this is winning now. From corner to corner. Okay, wasn't the cleanest game. I'll take it though. Top 10. The leader finally lost the game. Yeah, I got a little bit negligent there, like allowing this knight c3 move. Okay, let's berserk. Let's have some fun. I'll play Alapin. We'll have this line. What's the line here? Queen a4? I think queen a4 is supposed to be like quite tricky. And now bishop c4. Queen e4, bishop. Can I have this? Hitting this and this. Okay, winning with Alapin in 8 moves. I got berserking points too. I think you need a game at least 8 moves for berserking points. It was a nice opening trap, this queen a4 line. It's not the main line, but yeah, it's easy for the opponent to go wrong there. Okay, no Stafford Gambit. We have a attempted Danish Gambit, maybe Goring Gambit. But I'm declining it. Allowing white to take back. c4. Let's play... And there's bishop b4. I want to punish this move. Let's go for this first. Thinking queen e6. The idea is bishop e2, I play d3. Yeah, it was worth taking a little bit of time there to figure it out. Now this is a fork, so I'm winning more material. Maybe white was hoping to get some pin, but in this case, the fork is mightier than the pin. Yeah, up a rook and a bishop. Let's just complete the opening phase first. I don't mind the trades. Rook d8. Okay. Another quick win. So I've catapulted to 3rd place. No more berserking. I haven't played a London yet. I think now is the time for London. But I'll play a tricky line in London. Knight c3. This move is very playable against c5. We have a6. Maybe I can play e4. Not sure if this is theory. Looks interesting though. I have this move. Bishop c7. Yeah, going for knight b6. Calculating knight bd7, bishop c7 with this threat. Not sure if that does much though, but it looks fascinating. So now I'm calculating e6 here, take, rook t8, king e7, then take. Does it do anything? Wow. It's a really cool position where we might see knight d5, but both bishops are now pinned on the back rank. There's cases where black can be very stuck. Black's trying to untangle. And maybe I don't have much here. F3. I guess I don't have much. H5. I guess I'll play F3. And now C3. Yeah, going for bishop F3. So it's equal material. My plan is probably knight G3. Take, take. Knight G3 actually looks nice. If takes, I take on C6 first. Yeah, black can't allow that. Really? Black allowed it. So now it takes? I guess it's still tricky. I think I have to go for it though. I'm expecting knight h1, I take, and then like rook e8. The problem for black, the knight's stuck. Yeah, b7, b8 is coming too. Okay. That was a nice win. In first place now. At least tied for first. So the last like 3 games have been quite quick. Like using some tricky openings, opponents falling for early traps. Knight f3. Let's play c5. Maybe I'll play like a dragon type setup. Or accelerated dragon, maybe. Okay, so we transpose into Sicilian. And this is... Wait, f3 so soon. I think against f3 I can play queen b6 immediately. Pretty sure. Wow, and now I take... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the line. But it's also a trap that a lot of players walk into unknowingly. If I'm not mistaken, white has like maybe one move here to not be worse. The point is I'm hitting the knight 3 times. Also hitting the queen. So a lot of things are attacking each other. Also, the b-pawn's hanging. Okay, so white goes for that. I'm pretty sure knight d5 was the best move. So I could take on b2. I'd also just take and be up a pawn. I think I'd like to go for this. Yeah, it's very pleasant, like being up a pawn. Queens are off the board. I'll play bishop e6. Go for having 3 center pawns. And then put the pawn on e5. Sometimes double pawns can be weak, but I think everything's still under control. Knight c5, king c7.
Mad cow endgame now.
Yeah, the mad cow. I have 3 center pawns against 0 center pawns. I have to be careful not to get forked, though. Knight b6 was a potential idea. Yeah, my king needs to find a better home, probably on f7. But then knight d7. So let's play this. Yeah, it's so easy to get forked. Like, so many different lines. Thank you, queen ge3 mate. Okay, now let's... do I want to take... I don't know if I want to take. Maybe I do. Let's take here first and then rook f1. And then here. Rook h7, king g8. Also, thank you, Flaming X Fury. Another first time prime. Okay, now I'm setting up the pork. Maybe I'll play this move. Because e6 would be a really nice square for the knight. Although this pawn... Okay, let's defend. And white's putting up resistance. After a troublesome opening. How to do this. Right there. Okay, this is a nice way to simplify. Yeah, this is probably the last game that counts for the tournament. Wow, there's 4 players tied for first, too. Uh-oh. Okay, not allowing stalemate, thankfully. Okay, back to tournament. So now there's only 1 player tied for first. I guess Silver Knight could catch me. Silver Knight's still playing a game. Oh, I'm playing second place. So it's actually kind of tricky because I want this game to finish soon. but so does my opponent. Kind of an awkward opening, playing h4 and castling. We'll try and make it work though. And bishop e3. And then knight d5. Maybe b4 coming. B4 would blunder. Okay, probably not winning this game in 30 seconds, but you never know. It's a nice position. Ooh. Opponent going wild. I think I'm holding on to the tournament win. Yeah, the tournament's officially over, so let me try and close out this game. I'm up a piece, down a bit of time. Black has a scary looking attack, but maybe it's not so scary. Can take on g6. I think this is okay, actually. Because I take on f7. I miscalculated. Or no. Okay. I missed king d7, but thankfully I have knight e5. And in this line, yeah, when the king takes, I take, and then there's this pin. So I'm not losing my queen. So that worked out quite nicely. Trying to calculate mate now. Queen g8, knight e5. Let's play this. Okay, rook g8 I can take on f6. Otherwise, queen g7's coming. Okay. Successful tournament. I haven't won a tournament in a while, I don't think. That was a very tricky final game. Which I guess I can't find here because it wasn't counting for the tournament. Oops. Can quickly analyze. Yeah, I stayed clean. I guess I didn't really start berserking until much later on. Berserking did help put me over the top. Yeah, this is an interesting calculation. Like when knight f6, black is threatening this, but I guess white has enough counterplay in this specific line. Originally, I was calculating takes, takes, and then takes, but after king f8, I don't have bishop h6. So that's why I took first on f7. And then for a moment, I realized like king d7, it seems like black can escape, but then I have knight e5. Oh yeah, I didn't play the mosquito. I think I only had one game encountering d4. Thank you, Kirby. Appreciate that. What about king f8? King f8 is what was played in the game. And then what happened is here I have bishop h6 because I didn't go into this first where the knight's covering from g4. And after it takes, I take the rook. If black were to play this, I was still going to take the rook. With the point is I'm winning back the queen. Thank you, off the Schneid. So yeah, like all the tactics worked out for white. But tactics usually go in the player's favor whose pieces are on better squares. Like I have so many pieces that are nicely placed here for tactics to be ripe. Also the pawn on f7. How long did it take to calculate these lines? I guess it took me 10 seconds to play fg6. But then only later did I realize I had this 95 resource if black were to run it. I mean, maybe a simpler move is bishop g5. Although bishop g5, there's queen b6. Yeah, taking was best. Knight f2 would be a simpler, like, safe move. Just covering g4. When calculating, how do you not get distracted by the different variations? Yeah, it takes a lot of experience to, like, kind of understand what's relevant. Like, sometimes getting distracted by variations is a good thing if they're relevant variations. Like, you need to address them. But generally, I go down the most forcing sequence where, like in this case, okay, black was threatening this, but it looks interesting to get counterplay, and then the sequence was actually kind of flowing, like rook g4, and then how do I keep my initiative, basically keep throwing punches. It turned out wherever the king goes, there's ideas for white. What's the last non-chess game you've played? Probably Scrabble. Or Fetch with the dog throwing a tennis ball. It was more like Keep Away, though. Oh, Blitz Wizard was Silver Knight. Oh yeah, we had a good game. That was a Jobava London, right? What game was that? I don't even know if we should call this Jobava London, because it's kind of its own unique thing. Lichess calls this a Steinitz Countergambit, but Steinitz Countergambit, I guess, is just c5. Yeah, knight f6 and knight c6, I think, are the two main moves, maybe along with cd4. So a6. Am I supposed to take? I'm just supposed to take. And if e6, then e4. So e4, but it's similar. Takes. Bishop c7. Yeah, black was doing okay here. Oh, so knight b6 was a mistake for me. It just looks so good visually to have a rook on d8 and black committed to king e7. And okay, pawns are equal. But I guess with the prospect of knight d5, white's not really getting much. And it's hard to win this pawn. But then, yeah, once I got knight g3, and then, yeah, this happened. So I guess it's still tricky. I don't understand, like, bishop f6, knight g3, a5 take. Yeah, maybe it's close to equal. Black has to leave the knight on e4, though. Any tips for staying focused when calculating and not zoning out and wasting all the time? Sometimes it's about like mental discipline, where if you catch yourself losing focus, you need to acknowledge it. Don't get frustrated, but just be aware that you really have to force yourself to commit to looking at the position and trying to really dig deep into the position. Oh, there is a prediction. Yeah, we can I guess finish it. Well, 90% of people, I guess, get rewarded, so maybe not a huge swing in channel points. Okay. So, what to do? What to do? So I think for now, I'll just play some Blitz, try and raise my rating, maybe 3-2. Because I was just playing a lot of 3-0, so 3-2. I don't play so much of online, but I discovered the other day it's like very chill and there's less dirty flagging. I'm not going to reveal where I'm flying to, but I'll probably announce it at some point. Oh, Tagi was asking that question. If you want to DM me, I'll tell you. I have an exciting event planned that I'll announce soon publicly too. Okay. Took a while to get a game, but playing Carcelario 85. Let's play chess. Where is Roxy? Roxy just walked into the room. She's right below me. Good girl, Roxy. Good girl. Maybe she'll join at some point. Make an appearance. Okay, we have a Cambridge Springs. Yeah, Cambridge Springs. So knight d2 is probably one of the most common moves among higher rated players. And this is one of like the most complicated lines that I've been studying. I have to remember all the prep here. Knight e4. So black is temporarily sacrificing a pawn. But one of the points is whichever knight takes on e4, the other knight will be pinned. So white can't actually win a pawn on e4, even though there's 3 attackers and only 1 defender. And meanwhile, yeah, I'm hitting e5 still, and the bishop is hanging, so white has to be careful. a3 is a move. I think with a3, maybe I take on e5 first. Could also take on d2 first. Just calculating like takes, castle. There's a fascinating line. I'm going to take on e5. I'm calculating castling and then taking on a3, which might not work. Okay, it's not even happening. So do I castle now? I'm super curious to analyze this after the game. Bishop f5 is a move. Bishop f5, castle, bishop e7. And I could also take the knight, knight g6. Yeah, I think I'll play simple chess. I'm conceding the bishop pair with this, but at least it's a much easier position to play and understand. So expecting bishop g3. In the event of bishop d6, I mean, white's asking for trouble on the e-file. I mean, maybe white will leave the bishop here. Opponent's taking time. I'm like almost out of tea. As the final sip. Might be making some fresh cup of tea after this game. Hello to Morte. KBP. Yeah, if you're just joining, I'm playing chess. I played the full tournament already. Been streaming for just over 90 minutes. I'm trying to raise my rating. I feel like I'm in decent form. Avoiding the careless blunders. Okay, this bishop's getting kicked around a bunch. If I play this, f6. Yeah, let's play b6 and f6. We might see c5. I could play b5 or king c7. This knight wants to find a happier place. Maybe f5. Okay, if I play c5 now, not so fond of c5 because it allows this b4 break. What else to do? Rook d2, rook d7 maybe. Maybe king c7 first. I think I just have to make gradual improvements. This is going to be an endgame grind. Yeah, rook d7. We might end up trading all the rooks. I'll start maneuvering the knight. d3. d3 is not really a realistic square, though. I'm thinking d6. Have to keep the pace. Okay, so now this pawn is fixed. I think the plan is h6, f5. Now I go for c5. Probably. Although, yeah, let's go for c5. Somehow trapping the bishop at king c3 was a big mistake. Okay. Yeah, this game, I think... Okay, it was a weird opening. Then the dust settled. And then from this position, it was just a matter of being solid, like making very gradual improvements and just essentially waiting for the opportunity to punish one of the mistakes. So, is it better to play c5 yourself instead of allowing c5? I was trying to make this decision in the game. I mean, we both held off for a long time until I played c5 here. Like earlier, like c5 here seems like a natural move. Although it loses a pawn, so that's why I played f6. But here it seems very natural. I just didn't like the prospect of b4. And then if white can trade, get the b file, like the bishops prefer the more open positions. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do viewer challenges this stream. I'm mainly just playing people in the pool. I did play a tournament earlier, but who knows? Like sometimes I'll get matched with people who happen to be viewers. I want to quickly check the opening because this is like a really interesting variation that, yeah, it has not been explored so much. E5 is not the most common move in master level play. So after A3, knight E5, bishop F4, I took. Yeah, taking was maybe a bit too rushed. Bishop G4 is really interesting. So preventing white from casting queenside. And then if takes, then I take the knight and take, and then I haven't conceded the bishop pair, and this is already good for black. Can we speak in Alexa? Do you mean speak to Alexa? Alexa's not in this current room, unfortunately, so maybe someday I'll bring her back. Anyway, maybe I'll play 3-0. It took a while to get a 3-2 game. Sometimes there's higher rate players that play 3-0. But this means I have to manage my time a bit better. I played this opening already once on stream and had a really pleasant experience with it. That was a game I won in 8 moves. E5 is not the most common move. Play go for D4. Could lead to a lot of trades. Takes here, here. Ooh. This is already new territory for me. I guess we're trading a little bit. CD5. Let's take. En passant. Maybe bishop D5. Bishop's not defended and aligned with a queen. The point is, it's hard for black to exploit. Also supports my knight. If takes, I probably take with bishop. Yeah, I want to get a sub with queen b3 and then have some nice scope against the black king side. I'm doing well on time. So defending the bishop. I mean, a lot of minor pieces to keep track of here. What is this move? I have to be careful. Take an h3. Take an g3 maybe. Maybe rook e1 first. Looking at queen d6. Queen d6, knight e4. Takes, takes. I feel like there's a lot of tension building up here. Some b5 ideas. Queen c4 ideas as well. Along with queen c3 ideas. Okay, knight e4 looks really nice. I mean, can I? No, I can't take that. Gets mated. I still have to be careful, but... Oh, wait a minute. Here it takes... I was about to blunder. I forgot this comes with check. Maybe knight e5. Obstructing... Take, take. I hit the bishop. If takes, my bishops become godly. I'm also unleashing the queen to maybe access g3. Be a nice square. Like not only hitting the bishop and the knight, but also hitting g7. Can't be too slow here. Have to take. Yeah, this move. I forgot I'm out of tea. I forgot to make new tea. Play this move. No, that... Wait, does that work? No. Take, take. Maybe it does. Yeah, it's not pretty, though. Probably knight g3 at some point. Just blunder that. It's not going to end well. Yeah, what to do? Okay, we'll rematch. Maybe have a small impromptu match. Spend too much time there. Do I go for... Oh, no Stafford Gambit. Ah, we have this opening. Queen c4 coming? Queen d3. Yeah, this is a tricky one. At some point in time, I was studying this from the white side. There's different ways to play for black. I think rook e8's maybe natural. a5. Remember this a5 idea. I think it's possible to like just leave the bishop on b4. Even if white can play knight b1. Might have to check this after the game, though. Knight d5. Okay, I'm going to keep all the tension. Let's play this. This feels wrong to just still leave my bishop attacked by the pawn. I'm trying to make it so my opponent needs to burn time calculating. I could pre-move this. Some idea now to play c6. c4, wow. I think with c4 now I just save the bishop. Now c6. Some b5, a4 ideas. I think white just forgot about this pawn. Now this. Yeah, the attack is in full swing. Opponent wants a draw. Maybe later, but probably not. Yeah, something went very wrong for white there. Although, yeah, I wonder if it was possible to take. Let's analyze. Rook e8. So this has been reached in master level play. Yeah, Mamedyarov is probably like most known. He's also played some queen c4, I think. But maybe this is just other GMs. Uh, 95. Wow, so this is very good for black. What is this line? Takes. Just a good transformation. Okay. I haven't been looking at chat in a while, so I'm trying to catch up. Not sure if I'm missing so much. Opening request 4 nights scotch. Is it still evening? There's 20 more minutes of the evening. Let's see if I can play a 4 nights scotch before the evening ends. We might have are we gonna have a Stafford? Or are we gonna have a 4 nights scotch? Hey, 4 nights scotch. But I'm from the other side of it, so I'm gonna try and take it down. Yeah, I learned this opening when I was very, very young. Knight a4, it's probably a new wrinkle. I don't know the theory here. I think I'll just play bishop d6 and try and put the pieces on decent squares. Bishop e6. I have to be careful with taking too much time. Play bishop e6. Yeah, we could end up trading. Realizing the bishop is maybe better here. Like, I want to do tactics, but I don't see how the tactics are really effective. So I basically lost a tempo there. And now I have an isolated pawn. But this isn't so bad because it's also a pass pawn. Like if white were to have a pawn on c3, it would be much worse. Okay, I could want to start by taking. Some d4 eventually. I just want the square for the bishop. I might end up losing the pawn, but like the d5 square can be valuable. Maybe even for the knight too. So time's about level. Thank you, Akslav, gifting to Fokina. Appreciate that. Just realizing I don't think I can play bishop d5 right away. That's not what I want to do. There. Okay, let's just do this. It's probably not a great move. I'm basing this move off of one idea. Takes bishop e4, takes queen a8. Hitting this and this, but I'm realizing there's bishop f1. Opponent doesn't go for it. So now let's try this and then still go for this. Don't want to get forked. I can't defend that. Try and attack. Okay. That was a close one. That was a really close one. I ended up getting a nice position though. It got very tricky. Maybe g5 wasn't right. Yeah, I didn't want to give back counterplay along the h-file. Okay. Although, actually, before I take a break, let's actually look at the opening. Obese Reese, right before this game, requested a 4-night scotch. But usually when people request openings, it's for me to play them and not play against them. But this opening, I got outplayed. And this knight a4 move, let's see. What is black supposed to do? I played bishop d6. A lot of playable moves. Main line is h6, bishop h4, rook e8, c4, bishop d6. Okay, maybe something similar. Oh, so bishop e7 wasn't great. Yeah, I guess I can hold my ground. h6, bishop h4, rook e8. Engine likes g5 in some lines. Oh, thank you, Nervous Twitcher. First time Prime. Oh, Obese Reese recently lost a one-sided game against a 4-night scotch. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it can be a slightly annoying opening. If you're an e5 player, there's not too many ways to avoid it. But at the same time, it shouldn't be too venomous. Like black, at least in most lines, black equalizes pretty quickly. Most people play queen f3 here, after which I think bishop d6 is like the trendiest move, also most popular move. And then you don't mind the endgames where white takes on f6. Even with the double pawns, a bishop pair is really nice. But yeah, it's a position where at any level below Grandmaster, it's basically a 3-result game. Usually comes down to who understands the ideas better. Oh, you play d6 instead of d5. Yeah, d6 leads to like more passive positions, like white gets an f4. d5 is the way to go. I remember when I first played this, like I didn't know anything about it, and I think I ended up playing d5, but during the game I was like terrified, like what if white plays e5? But e5 is nothing to be worried about because knight g4 and this pawn is actually a big target. Yeah, and like all the lines, black's doing okay. I guess bishop f4, there's f6 is useful to know. And then take, and then yeah, black's getting a lot of initiative here. So no one really plays e5, I think because of knight g4. So I'll be back momentarily. Stay tuned. Okay. So I think I'll keep playing. Try and keep up some momentum. Let's check out tournaments. There's Eastern Superblitz. Okay. Let's do it. Maybe I'll switch styles a little bit. Try and play more aggressively. Maybe some more gambits. Do you think you'll ever get bored with playing chess for a living? Well, it's not just playing chess. There's a lot of things like around the chess world that I do. Haven't gotten bored yet. Every game is different. Can always pair it with a different type of tea as well.
10, 9.
Okay.
8,
Wait, this is 90-minute
6,
tournament?
5,
I don't know if I have time for the whole
3,
thing.
2,
We'll see.
1, 0.
Okay, good luck to everyone. Dark Hunter, let's play a ready. Haven't played Knight of 3 today. Played against Knight of 3. H5. I could play the potato. I think I just play E4. My opponent's probably learned from that one game that took place when I was away. Okay, we have Knight of 6. So how do I want to do this? H5 included. I think I'll just develop normally. Bishop c4. Eventually h3. d5 is the idea. Let's play h3 first. Yeah, d5 is hard to stop. And we might see knight h7. Not sure if I've handled this the best way. E5. Could consider taking. Could play d5. Yeah, maybe d5. Knight e5, bishop e5. We're getting some Benoni structure. Benoni's defined with pawns on Usually d6 and c5 for black, pawn on d5 for white. Okay, now let's take. Wow. It's hard to punish this. Take. There. Down a lot of time. But I'm threatening the bishop and threatening mate. If knight f6, I would take. So the opponent resigns. I didn't even realize like I'm winning here, but I guess I am. Does black really have no defense? I just won in 14 moves. Okay. I'll take it. It's how you're requesting King's Gambit. Yeah, I'll try and be aggressive with openings. I mean, that was a more solid opening that just led to an abrupt finish. But if anyone beats Eric, I will donate 5 subs. Wait, are you trying to incentivize me to lose? Do you donate 5 subs every time I lose? Is it time to speedrun as many losses as possible? No, I'm gonna try and not lose. I haven't lost a game, have I? No, I have lost a game this stream. I lost a single game earlier. Playing Camel Clutcher. I played Camel Clutcher OTB in Vegas, right? Like years ago. Hikaru made a video covering our game. But in our OTB game, Camel played the Scotch. Played Camel a lot online too. Yeah, I'm not going to lose on purpose. Even if 5 subs are at stake. How do I defend the pawn? Probably this move. I mean, usually when people like offer subs, it's for me to like win a certain amount of games, not to lose games. Oh, just 1 time in 5 subs. Okay. Fair enough. I guess takes. It's nice having the bishop on g4 because now it's hard for white to castle queenside. And if white castles kingside, then it's a pretty easy attack. So I'm not sure what white is supposed to do here. Knight e2 is very logical. But maybe now I can go for knight e4. And then queen b4 coming soon. Not sure if that does anything. Looks cool though. Take first. I think queen b4 is okay. Maybe spend a little bit too much time. So if knight c3, I have to move the knight. Take. Maybe I take queen b5. I lose g7. Still very tricky. And there's a line bishop g7 here, bishop d4, c5. Not sure what's going on there. Looks interesting though. Take. Okay, I think now I take on d3. Lose g7, have this move. Threatening mate, threatening the pawn. This pawn is hanging. We might see f3. Taking f2. Yeah, after f3, I don't think I can take. I'll have to play bishop b3. But still looking good, because then these pawns will be hit. But objectively, the position is maybe just balanced. Maybe imbalanced. Okay. Let's take here first. How to do this? Okay. I came down to the wire. Oh, man. That was very, very tricky. Good game, though. Ah. Okay, no gifted subs yet. Let's berserk. Maybe I should berserk. It's not a bad strategy for maximizing value. All right, so we have some weird, like this f6 line type thing. Black's going to have a hard time castling this diagonal open. Oh, okay, I think this is okay. Ugly structure. No queen trade. I'm drinking new tea. I bought this earlier. It's caramel apple, like rooibos tea. Really nice. Castling comes, yeah. Going for bishop c5. Let's take. Some idea queen d4. Can you say Roibos again? Roibos, Roibos. Did I mispronounce it? Gotta move a lot quicker here. Up 2 pawns, but not easy. Hung c2. I just blundered everything. I could have taken g7, I guess. A very tricky position. Two queens should be enough to mate here. There we go. Okay. Took some work. Have you ever played Magnus? Yeah, I played him once in real life, a bunch online. Oh, thank you, Soxy. I appreciate the comment and the bits. Been watching on YouTube for years. Was there a free night? For 10 subs, win a game starting the game like Magnus swapping the king and queen. Okay.
Latvian.
How do I do it? What's the meta? This? Okay. I feel bad doing this. Let's try and win quickly now. Bishop c2. I'm gonna go for this attack. Maybe king b1 first. Oh, Latvian Gambit, I guess, is a opening request. Yeah, I'm sorry to my opponent. I've been peer pressured. Okay, let's sack a pawn. I feel like I'm kind of making this work. My king is being hugged. It feels loved. We have a sharp game too. Opposite side castling. Probably some trades incoming. It's not easy to break down the structure though. Like g5. Let's take first. Yeah, I have a whole playlist on YouTube of all my games against Magnus. Like every single time I've played Magnus, it's been recorded in some way. Usually from my streams. And then the one time we played in real life, I had a camera and tripod. I see the comment from Independent Patriot. Winning a lot with the Stafford. Nice to hear. Have not had a Stafford Gambit yet this stream. Been trying to get one, but I think people are too afraid. Okay, how do I do this? Let's play this. I want to... Okay. Guess I'm happy to win material. Android Queens now. Yeah, now we'll start consuming some pawns. Remind me later. You know what might happen if I play bishop d4 eventually. I just want to get this pawn here and this pawn here. Okay. Opponent was too generous. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be repeating that opening anytime soon. Let's berserk again. I should have berserked the last game. Got too wrapped up with the opening challenge. We'll play a reverse Grand Prix, how about? This is a more aggressive approach against English. Bishop on b4. And let's castle. Actually, let's play a5 first. And now let's castle. The point of a5, not only reinforcing the bishop, but also slowing down white's potential a3, b4 plan. Man, white's just leaving the tension. Got to move quicker here. Hey, thank you, Axlov. Gifting 10. I appreciate the challenge and the gifting. Okay, so down a bit of time. Oh, this is coming. But I have this move, trapping the bishop. The thing is, my bishop might get trapped as well. But I think in the end, it should all be okay, because I take, and then take. I'll be able to exchange in a pawn, at least. But still downtime. Have to watch out for this rook getting stuck. Don't think I want to play e4. Although maybe e4 is a playable move. Positioning it looks very bad, but maybe there's some world where I sack back. I'll start with this. The idea is to put the knight in e5 and eventually target f3. So I'm still down about a minute. Play this. I'm not threatening this because queen f6. So I guess I want to play queen g5 first. And then knight g6. Okay, I'm liking my chances here. Maybe taking wasn't the best. Oh no. Completely missed that. So grateful for this pawn. Can white force a draw? White's maybe forcing a draw. I'm not taking the draw. I want to play for a win. Queen e6, knight e7 defends me. Okay. How to do this? Threatening mate. Okay, yeah, white kind of crumbled there. Tricky position though. Okay, undefeated. Playing the person in first. Wow. I'll hold off on berserking. We have a Caro-Kann. I'll play a 2 knights attack. And queen e2 is the trendy line. Yeah, e6 is a bit passive because it shuts in the bishop. Although maybe it's playable. I have to justify my queen on e2. So I'll fianchetto this bishop. Queen c2. Go for knight e5 eventually. Yeah, knight e5 looks to be winning a pawn now. Ooh. Very tricky. If I move the bishop back, there's queen d4. So I think I'll play queen a4 first. Feels a bit shaky, but I can take. Yeah, b5 is another gift. Does being left-handed affect chess playing? It might affect which hand you move the chess pieces with. I actually struggle answering the question, am I righty or lefty? Because I write lefty, but I play sports righty. Like I do different things with different hands. I eat lefty, or at least use a fork lefty. But I use chopsticks righty. Like I throw a ball righty, but I throw a frisbee lefty. Like there's some things I'm kind of ambidextrous in. Like chess, I can play moves with both hands. It doesn't matter. Oh, did I just blunder a pawn? I mean, I'll still be up a pawn. Maybe it's best to play d5 first. Takes here, takes, and then takes. I have 2 outside passers. Okay, this line I'm holding on to the 2 extra pawns. Yeah, I know there's some cultures or some countries that look down upon left-handed people, or maybe that was like a 1800s thing. Are you right-footed? Yeah, when I play soccer or football for people in Europe, my right foot is my dominant foot. How to do this? Check, there. So I think the goal is to start pushing. Put the rook on f3, defend the pawns. Question, why not take on c3? I'm not sure why. Opponent had the chance, but just didn't pounce. Yeah, we'll keep pushing. There goes one pawn, but this pawn is gonna stay on a7, I guess, for the rest of time. Okay, back to tournament. So I just defeated the person who was in first, but now there's new people in second and first. Independent Patriot is asking, have you ever thought of trying your hand at poker? You can get rich with less study. I guess I could also lose my money with less study, right? I've dabbled in poker. Would people like to see me stream poker? Because there is some overlap, I think, between the chess and poker community. A while back, I did Choker, which was this game that combined the two. I never really got into backgammon. I think when I was very young, I tried learning the rules, but I don't think I ever even played a full game. Oh no, my pair. If I stream poker, I could say, oh no, my queens. I get busted with a pair of queens. Yeah, we have a kind of symmetrical-ish position. I think I'll play this first. White maybe missed a chance to play 95 there. Like the idea for me of playing 94 and White's idea of playing 95 is like very relevant. So I'm putting this rook on e8 because this rook might support the f pawn. Like the plan is to play 94 and f5 and eventually f4. Knight g1 only move. Maybe 95 is possible. Probably lose a pawn though. Okay, so now f5 isn't super attractive. Not sure what to do. Queen f5 and h3. Maybe h5. Then again h3. Take there, g3. I'm really not sure what to do here. It looks like a pleasant position, but I guess I will play h5, because if h3, then I take and then put the pawn on h4, and that prevents white from playing g3. And the idea is to still play f5, f4. I do allow queen g4. Yeah. Is this a move? Probably not. Let's play this. So I'm defending the knight because I want to play f5. I guess we might end up trading queens. I was hoping to keep queens on the board, but was not meant to be. That's my idea now of playing pawn f4. And this is a point of having the pawn here, is that g3 is much harder to achieve. Although maybe white could have still played it. But now f4 comes. I lose a pawn, but oh, it's getting spicy. So if takes, it's a pin. If knight moves, takes, it's a fork. So it looks like I'm winning material here. And mating. Okay. GG. Tagi wants to challenge me to chess boxing. I think I'll pass. Maybe chess billiards, though. Chess billiards would be fun. Yeah, Magnus and Botez are probably the two most famous like chess players who have dabbled in poker. Do you recall a day when you realized that your stream was picking up popularity? It was pretty gradual. I do remember one day, it was November 2018. I woke up and I was like browsing Reddit because that's what I did back then. And I was just on the front page of Reddit and I saw one of my videos was shared. And I look at like how many upvotes it had. It had like 40,000 upvotes. And it was like the R videos subreddit. And it was a video that I had posted a few months earlier of me unknowingly beating Magnus in one of the glivechess title arenas. So that was a kind of a small inflection point where there was just a huge amount of traffic that day, like maybe 500,000 new views on the YouTube channel. What is A6? I don't think I've seen A6 before. I guess bishop F4. Okay, we're gonna play some decent developing moves. Oh, thank you, Sincerely Wong with a raid. Appreciate it. Sorry if I didn't acknowledge that sooner. Been trying to juggle a few things here. Yeah, if you're just joining, the stream has been going a bit later than expected. We're playing the Eastern Superblitz Arena. When I joined the tournament, I didn't think I would play the whole thing, but now it's looking a little bit more likely. 55 minutes left. I have this. I think it's probably okay just to like chill, just castle. Complete development. Let's see what the opponent is up to. Do you still compete in official events? By official events, I assume you're referring to like FIDE rated events. And the answer is yes. Yeah, I've played what 4 tournaments so far this year. Every tournament I played, I've done recaps of all the games. At least for the YouTube channel. And I'll have at least one more like serious chess tournament before the end of the year. So this line takes, which is not happening. Okay, let's play bishop d3. I'll keep kicking around the queen. Queen h5. Play bishop g3. Being very solid here. I mean, the issue for black is being able to develop this light squared bishop. Like b5, knight d6 perhaps. Is not happening. But knight d6 might come eventually. Yeah. It's so hard for the queen to find a happy place. Bishop. Yeah, bishop f3. I think the way to win this game is just to like keep improving. Okay, we'll go for some simplification now. Like takes. Wow. I take that. A fancy move. Kind of want to sack the queen. I don't know what to do. Okay. I freaked out there a little bit. Or more like froze up. I have 2 minor pieces for the queen. I have this move. Oops, my bishop. Okay. Actually, my bishop. Okay. Dirty flag. Let's go. Oh. Almost lost the thread that game. Got the job done, though. What a game. Gotta take those as they come. Staying undefeated. Yeah, what was the move? Knight e4 was just a very strong move that game. Probably made the mistake of just taking too much time. c4, yeah, d5 is like the principal move here. I'm taking bishop d6 and play a set with queen e7. To take. I take again. Maybe I'll play this. Keep some tension. Yeah, now if we trade. I'm feeling the fatigue. It's like it's just taking longer to make decisions. But
Let's go, Eric.
That's okay. Thank you, Mammon. Happy 27. Okay, I'm actually happy with the way that this game is unfolding because White's about to suffer for a long, long time. Assuming queen takes or pawn takes. And now the whole game will revolve around playing against isolated queen's pawn. And this is a dream scenario where, yeah, the first step is to put my rooks on the d file. I don't really want to trade off rooks, but the plan's to double up. I guess this is tripling up. The queen will eventually find a new square. Probably h6 first. Rook e1 I can take. Yeah, now the plan is to play rook d8. We might see rook f3. Now I just want to take the pawn. Okay, targeting this rook. It takes a lot of work to actually win the pawn. Probably takes a lot of patience too. Oh dear. And thankfully, I'm not immediately losing. Completely missed Queen F8. I might not even be like worse here. Amazingly enough. I might be though. I might not be. What's happening here? So if I take on d4, I also have f5. Maybe okay to go for this. What a position. If h4, I just take it, I think. And now it's force mate. Rook d1 or queen f2 coming. It was very, very tricky there. Just curious. I mean, it was careless of me to allow the two major pieces to come to the 8th rank. Oh, rook h8 was made in 3. Oh dear. Yeah, this is force mate takes, and then yeah, my pieces were terribly placed. It's a good lesson. I got way too comfortable just playing against IQP. Forgot about king safety. Okay. Man, I could have lost there. But life goes on. So am I trying to win the tournament? Maybe? I think if I lose a game, I rage quit the tournament. But in order to try and fight for first, I need to probably start berserking. Let me lose myself. Okay, not berserking this opponent. Stafford Gambit is not happening. But maybe it is. Opponent's considering. Okay, not happening. I'm preventing knight a4. Or at least allowing bishop a7. Yeah, with this, I think I just castle. We'll play like a more positional game. And d4 is very logical. Bishop d7. Yeah, a lot of trades there. I don't mind the setup. Like, despite having double pawns, I think my bishop's happy. Rook d2. b5. Hey, it's filtering spam. Appreciate the raid. Hope you had a good stream. If you're just joining, I'm facing some indecisiveness. I think I'll play this move. I just want to put my pawns on dark squares. Make my bishop as happy as possible. Opponent just wants to trade. Yeah, also if you're just joining, It's approaching 1 a.m. my time. I'm getting a little bit tired. Trying to stay awake. I appreciate the energy. All the raiders. Welcome, people. Shout out to filtering spam. I would do it, but I have to focus on this game. Not sure if mods are still here. I played this move maybe. 95. And I want to play for a win here somehow. G5. Just put all the pawns on dark squares. King d6. Yeah, f4 is probably coming. Yeah, downside of having double pawns like this is it's so hard to make a pass pawn. It's so hard to find any plan in the position. Do I want to trade? I guess I do. Let's allow white to undouble my pawns first. Maybe I'll target b3. At least time is leveling. Interesting. So take. Play this. And keeping as much tension as possible. It's a risky decision, though. Allowing 94. I might end up winning on time. Like, getting dangerous for white. Okay, this has to be... Is it? Maybe not. Wasn't sure there. That's so passive. Yeah, this I should be happy about. Wow. That's how to win an endgame like that. Get a losing position, then win on time with a single pawn left. Oh dear. Username checks out. Okay. The stream will keep going. I'm not rage quitting yet. That was a long game, though. Emotional roller coaster. Let's play in English, how about? Play one of these. A queen c2, maybe rook c1 first. I think there's something cool that white can do, at least in some lines. Bishop a6, interesting. Take. Huh. I just take and play a3. I wonder if knight b4 is possible there. Okay, we have a very positional game. Let's play this. It's kind of like a reverse hedgehog of some sort. Might go for d4 eventually. Okay, d4 achieved. Black's threatening to take. If takes, I can take with queen or play knight f3. Or knight c6 maybe. Yeah, structure is like very close to symmetrical. Now knight c6. Idea b5. I'm already smelling Anastasia's mate. Like rook c4, queen c2, knight e7, sack, and mate. Would be really, really nice. Not going to happen soon, though. Oh, maybe I can set it up. Queen c2. Maybe rook d4 first. Like, if black plays this, that would be really nice. Oh, that would be so, so nice. It's not going to happen, though. But maybe it could, like this. Yeah, because rook c8 fails to knight e7. Knight d7 now looks like a viable move. Oh, wow, there's an even crazier idea. Oh, let's play a waiting move. Let's play g3. Let's just see if opponent will play here. But they're probably smelling it. Like, yeah, they're not going to do it. Oh, but they allow this, which is nice. Wait, this is also almost mating? Not quite mating, but it looks really good. Yeah. Maybe I can go for f4. Okay, maybe not. I'll just take. Freeing the queen. Opponent's trying to resist. After the game, I want to show the trickery I was going for. 'Cause there was a very funny line. Okay. Analysis board. So even in this position, like when I play G3, there's an idea if knight here. Oh, knight here is never feasible because yeah, black just hangs a rook. But the idea would be to do this, and then queen h7, not necessary but fancy, sacrificing the queen, rook h4 sacrificing the rook, and then checkmate. But there were different versions of this too. Like if knight e7 is ever played, like here for example, or knight d7 is ever played, then here, then this is a classic Anastasia's mate. Sack the queen with a rook checkmate. Knight covers e squares. So back to tournament. That was a fun game. And still far away from first. We got 30 something minutes left. Here we go. Oh, playing Dark Hunter again, who played h5 against me in our first game. Let's play one of these. I go for something offbeat. Let's go for d5. Was that a draw offer? I made my move too quickly there. Not interested in taking draws though. Even in very symmetrical positions like this. I have to play c6. Maybe this first. Yeah, diffusing the pin, threatening to take. Yeah, we could trade everything. I guess I'll play rook e8. Apply a bit more pressure. A lot of X-ray vision here. But I think white's the one under pressure because the rook's aligned with a queen. I guess I'm not winning anything though. Queen d2 or that. Yeah, a lot of trades. Okay. So we'll have a very drawish looking ending. Any way to play for a win? Knight d5 perhaps. Threatening knight f4. Ideas of knight a4 here. And b3, knight b2. Tricky, tricky. Yeah, but still not getting much. And go for knight e4. Rook d1, I take, and knight d3. Play g5. I have to be careful not to overpush. Also have to be careful time-wise. G6. That's probably what I want. Oh, a little bit too slow. Good game. Way too slow towards the end. That was a fun one though. What to do? I feel like I should finish the tournament though. Top 5. Do I rage berserk the rest of the games? Oh, playing this player again. Berserk. Yeah, we had that last game. All right, let's play. Playing a different move order this time. Allowing this. Okay, we were just going to have another Italian, I guess. A6. Gonna go for the quick G4. Maybe rook G8 first. This looks fun. Take. And then how to do this. Oh, it's kind of hard to crack though. Maybe just lost a pawn, but maybe not. Still losing a pawn if I wants it. Okay, this is going to turn into a bullet game. Gotta buckle up. This g3 pawn is a bit tender. I just hung a rook. Okay. I think a draw is a fair result that game. GG. Yeah, you don't get extra points for drawing a berserked game. What to do? For 2 subs, pre-move your first 6 moves. Okay. That should be easy enough. Let's play the Mad Cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. I can pre-move the whole game. Never mind. Opponent stopped my pre-move. What to do? Okay, let's play a more sane version of the Mad Cow. Opponent's basically playing reverse London. I should have taken that pawn. Let's play g3. Castle. Castling's kind of risky, though. I have to move quicker. There. Bishop g2. It's basically a hippo combined with a crab. Thank you, Axlov. 2 gifted and the fun challenge. F3 could be a threat. Yeah, let's... I don't really know what to do. Let's play d4. Open things up a little bit. What I really wanted him to do is pre-move so fast he had time to go make a tea. I'm still working on my second cup of tea for the night. So Queen e7 defends everything. I guess I'll play bishop. No, after Queen e7 I take and then take. At least win a pawn. Or maybe more than a pawn. Yeah, this is objectively just probably the better decision. Win the knight. Because if I took, then take, and then take, and then king here, I didn't see a great follow-up. Oh yeah, I played against a similar opening in the speedrun. That's true. Or at least in the preliminary speedrun. For 2 more subs, help me give him a fun challenge. Okay, chat. This is your job. What would a fun challenge be? Got time for a few more games. Oh, fancy move. Take. I'm still winning a piece. It just gets a little bit weird. Chad is busy sacking the rooks. How many people watching are also playing the tournament? Always curious about that when I play these sort of tournaments. Let's take with bishop. Rook c7 is a safe free move. Yeah, a fancy way of trading rooks. Where's my mating net? Getting closer. Threatening maiden one. Oops. Oops. Okay. Let's move on from the finish of that game. Mirror the opponent's first 10 moves and win the game. So I guess I have to be black to fulfill that challenge. It's sometimes not possible to mirror the first 10 moves, but I could try. Okay, I can't do it in this game though. Zerk. Okay, Sicilian G6. Play this line. How to do this? D3, Bishop G5, maybe F4 coming. Oh yeah, I could have like tried to waste a tempo, but I'm doing it the lazier way, just waiting until I'm the right color. Okay, we're playing F5 here, making it spicy. Offer the trade. Yeah, there's a lot of holes in black's position. A lot of pawn tension too. Is it a win if you just have king and bishop? If the opponent has at least a pawn, then it's a win. As long as there's conceivable checkmates. Take, take, take. Let's play this first. Some idea of knight b5 eventually. But yeah, that previous game I still had a pawn too. That's true. I actually don't know what to do here. A3 is a slightly annoying move. Play rook b1. I just gotta move quicker. Okay, now knight b5 is a pretty big idea. Some ideas of taking. Yeah, all these dark squares are so weak. Black is coping though. A lot of coping mechanisms. Thank you, Krista Coyote. Happy 13. Okay, now there's 3 attackers against f7. Pretty sure it's force mate. Pure. Okay, back to tournament. No time to waste. Yeah, I'm definitely not finishing in first. Kudos to the leader. Nice tournament. Okay, Berserk. First 10 moves. Get ready for it. Wait. I can only do 4 moves. I can't take the knight. Then take and I can't copy. I'll play d6. Oops. At least I'm only losing a pawn in this variation. This is actually a playable variation too. This is a game between Fabiano Caruana and a Wonder Liang from the US Championship. A Wonder was black and held in the classical game. It was crazy. I think Fabiano also played bishop e5. I forget the exact line that they had. Take, take, take. I hope I'm not miscalculating. Wow. If I take, it's made on a8. If I can draw arrows. Now I'm maybe losing a knight, maybe not. Maybe this move. What's happening here? The ugly move. I mean, there's like back rank ideas. And the thing is, white could take, rook d1, bishop f1. I'd probably take on c1. Should be good for black. And there's also the line with a queen trade. Okay, this should be good. Yeah, the problem for white is the first rank is completely paralyzed. Oh, thank you, Axov. Still gifting 2, despite my failed attempt at the challenge. Actually, it works out to be a fine opening. It's a cool line. All right, now we'll bring in some extra bishop power. You overcompensated the difficulty of this challenge. I've had more difficult challenges in the past. There's that one challenge where it was like win a game without moving my king. And that was surprisingly difficult. Is it mate next move? White now has no way to stop the mate. Like any pawn move doesn't make Luft. It's kind of cool. Okay, back to tournaments. Okay, we'll try and finish in second place, I guess. I mean, I need 4 more games. 4 more games to finish Yeah, that's less than 1 every 2 minutes. Not possible. But still Berserk, still try and play aggressively. Stafford Gambit time. We haven't had a true Stafford accepted this whole tournament. Still not happening. Win a game only moving the king. Yeah, that's a little bit more difficult. Am I winning a pawn? Takes, takes, takes. I'm too tired to calculate. This better work. It might just be trading. But yeah, maybe it's okay. There's no queen e2 check. If castling, I could trade queens. Oh, now what's going on? This move. This actually looks really good for black. F3 is attacked. I'm ready to queenside castle. Castling doesn't help white. I don't think. Could win the bishop. It actually matters where white moves the king. Yeah, king g2 is the best move. I think the dog needs attention soon. Okay, check. Where's my mate? Check. 18 seconds. There we go. Okay. That was a close one. That was a really close one. Maybe I missed things there, but okay, got time for one more game. Final game. Here we go. Berserk. What to do for this game? We'll play aggressively. Maybe some Gambit. Maybe an Ortho Schnapp. What is this? H6. We're gonna have time for one more game after this? We might. Check. What is this? What's happening here? There. I don't want to trade queens. Yeah, let's just check and then knight c3. Threatening some kind of goodness. Threatening queen b5 checkmate. I mean, okay, let's win the queen. I just want to get this over with. What a game. Check. I want to win before the tournament finishes, though. Second place is on the line. Come closer. Opponent could stall, I guess. Opponent stalling. Or are they? Oh, that's not mate. Oops. Okay. Well, there goes my chance of second. Let me try and not lose a game. I have 31 seconds. What to do? Okay, not my best technique. Okay. Queen h8 checkmate. Okay. So that ends the tournament. Good job to Titan Shopmat. I'm going to wrap things up. It's been a long stream. Thank you, Axlov. Yeah, I appreciate the fun challenges and the sub gifting.